Alright boys, I hope everyone's having a good day. It's currently Sunday today, so I'm feeling pretty good. Now, today I'm going to be doing squats, and specifically I'm going to be working on my squat form because I put a video up about a week ago of me doing some squats, and I knew my form was bad. I was looking at the videos and I was thinking, I'm clearly making some mistakes here. I wonder what the boys have to say about it. They're clearly very educated. Everybody's got their own training philosophy. Everybody's got their own training style. Some of you may have been training for longer periods than myself, and as such, you're going to know things I don't. So I thought asking you guys would be the best way to really leverage the community. And I got some good responses. Namely, I got aestheticality. He mentioned that I've got to keep my back straight. This is something I noticed. I was kind of coming down for the squat, and then I was bending my back as I came back up in order to lift the weights. So right there is a perfect example. Let's see. So I've come down for the squat, I'm leaning forward, not keeping my back straight. I'm actually arching my back a little bit as well. So valid criticism, mate. Appreciate it, thank you. Then we also got hinging less at the hips. Now my hip hinge used to be good, but clearly I've lost my way somewhere along my training journey. So I'm going to work on that as well. I'm gonna watch a tutorial on how you should hinge your hips. I try and find somebody who is quite well commended in the fitness community, and then I'll mirror their technique and see how that feels. So hinging at the hips is for balance. And then we've also got a tip in order to engage your muscles. This is also from aestheticality, is that you should imagine driving your feet into or through the ground. I appreciate it, brother. Now, this is something that I also totally agree with, that I haven't been doing. With regards to my feet driving in, my heels specifically, I like to sometimes spread my toes, spread them wide like this, and then I plant the ball of my foot and my heel into the ground. And that isn't something I was doing. So I appreciate you, brother, for sharing that, because it's just something I forgot about. Something I forgot to do totally. Now here's a bit of... sorry, I was about to say there's a bit of conflict, but there's not. We've actually got another comment from Tate Webster. He said, your depth is good. Thank you, I know it is. Very flexible, so yeah, I'm happy with that. But, he said, but you are hinging at the hip far too much, and this can cause you to have back problems, and that got a like, which I'm assuming is from aestheticality. Appreciate, brother. Once again, you're backing up, you're reinforcing what aestheticality said. Now that means two of you have said the same thing, and then there's also another comment on the actual video itself, not just the short, saying essentially the same thing, that I'm hinging too much at the hips, and that is essentially causing me to lose my form, bend my back, and it's not making it a leg exercise, but also a back exercise. So with that being said, I'm going to learn to better hinge at the hips today. I'm going to learn on keeping a straight back, and also planting my feet correctly so that I'm recruiting the whole foot and really getting good stability during for the duration of the movement. I've had 1 cup of coffee already. I've got 3 teaspoons of instant coffee in my mug at the moment, so I'll drink that and then I'll get to it. So I appreciate the feedback, boys, I really do, and I'll work on that now. See you in a minute. Hey boys, so I'm going to show you, I've been working on my squat now for around 10 minutes whilst I've been drinking my coffee. I'll show you some of my progress from different angles. So, let's say, in fact, should I use the bar? No, I'll just do it with my hands behind my head. So, my feet there. Nice and spread out wide. Squeezing at the hip. Let me tuck my vest in so you can see my body at the same time. So right now I'm just wearing baggy clothes. And I'll stand side on to myself first. I'll get my form correct, and then I'll turn side on to you guys and you'll see what I've done. So, down my feet. Squeeze at the hips. Engage. Then I come down. Come up. Come up. Alright, so what I'm going to do, I didn't actually look at myself then, I'll look at myself now, and then I'll turn side on to you guys. So, I've got my toes slightly pointing out, As was said by aestheticality, spreading my toes, pressing into the balls and the heels of my feet, coming down, and then, whoa, see, look, I came off balance. So something I noticed is that I wasn't going, and this is something I can remember from personal training back in the day, I wasn't going knee over toe. I was kind of coming down, then I was going to do what I was doing before. I was coming down for my squat, came down kind of like this, my knees leaning over my toe, and then when I try and come back up, sometimes I'm not hinging, or I'm kind of like this, coming up. And that's what I did then actually, so it's good that I'm practicing my form now. So I'll show you once again. Plant my foot, spread my toes, press in through the ball of my foot and also my heel. See if my legs just get engaged doing that. Then I'm going to come down, nice, and then I'm back up. Coming down, and then I'm back up. Down, and what I'm doing is I'm looking down and I can see my knees are over my toes. Let me show you guys. This is a good tip that I can just recall from back when I used to do training. So, plant my foot, I'm spreading my toes, planted, right in the ball and then in the heel, other foot. No, this is just protein shake, don't worry about that. So I'm wiggling my toes, spreading them out, planting, there we go. You boys can see, there's a towel on the door because I was at a shower. There you can see, it's nice and planted. I'm going to come down, ready? In fact, let me zoom out so you guys can see. Right over the toe. And then I come up. Come down again, I'll show you. Right over the toe and right over the toe. So essentially, boys, as I'm coming down on the squat, coming down, and well, it's not going to look as though it's over the toe because I'm on fish lens. But if I put it above either one, it's over the toe. And that's something I wasn't doing before. I was not going over the toe. That helps a lot. I'll also put you guys at a slight angle now so you can see, once again, the difference in my form. So, place you guys flat here. And boys, this is why I really appreciate the feedback. When you guys have got a valid criticism and I'm asking for it, even if I'm not asking for it, you see something and you think, Jeff, why are you doing that? Try training in this manner instead. Let me know. It's a massive help for me. So, wiggling my toes, planting my feet, and then I'm just going to pretend I've got a bar here, but I'll just do this just so I need to brace. Then, squeeze my hips, come down, and then I'm back up. Come down, and then back up. Down, back up. And I can almost feel my back straight up. Whereas before, I was kind of going like this, so I'd get into the squat position, I'd come down, kind of like this, and then I'd come up like that. So I'd come down, and then I'd kind of come up like that. But now, I'm coming down like this, and I'm coming up like this. So my back's keeping its structural integrity the whole time. I'm sweating a little bit now, but that's just because how hot it is here. That's why I had to have a shower. I had a cold shower because I was just scorching hot, boys. But anyhow, I think now I know exactly, well, not exactly how to do a squat, but I'm definitely better today than I was yesterday with regards to the squat form. So I want to put some weight on, because it's all fine and dandy me being able to say, oh yeah, of course I can do this, I can do that, but if I can't actually do it with any weight on the bar, what's the point? So that's what I'm going to do. Just going to put some weights onto the base of my squat rack as well, because what I don't want to happen is for the squat rack to rock and fall over, smash through the wall or smash through the floor or anything like that. Okay, I'm going to squat forward this time, just so I can look at myself in the mirror. And then I'll squat facing the wall as I normally do. So, got it in. Yep. Come out. Plant my feet. Look at my toes. Ball and ball. And then right, now I'm going to wash that back and see how it looks. Yeah, honestly boys, I'm pretty happy with that. That felt far more, how do I say, uniformed. It felt more professional, as though I was actually doing the squat in the correct manner, rather than squatting like a pencil neck or a newbie or somebody who's not really well versed with the gym. Because, to be honest, I've been going to the gym for a long time now. I should be able to squat in the correct manner. And once upon a time I could, and clearly I just lost that ability, which is fine. It's a journey. I clearly just wandered off the path and found my way back to it. So I'm going to be going up now in weight to 100 kilograms, then 140, trying out this new technique, seeing how it feels on the heavy weight. I'll try and go above 140 today, just to see how it feels. The big thing was with the previous squatting is the way that my form was. I was hurting my elbow, my lower back, and my knee. All three things that are essential to doing a heavy squat. So I want to see now. I haven't exercised for 3 days, with this intentionality in mind that I'm coming in today to do this. So I didn't want to have any little niggles and naggles hurting and potentially making me think, oh, I'm still not there yet. So my body feels good. Now it's time for me to get some heavier weight, see how my body responds, and I'll keep you guys updated throughout. So let's get it. All right, wiggle the toes. Squat wrapping myself forward. That's what I was worried about happening. Then, an issue with my form. I had the bar like this, resting on my wrists. That felt terrible. What I should have done is have my wrists locked in. I'll watch it back and see though how the rest of my form was. Let's see. No, boys. That form was not what I was looking for. Again, hip hinge too much, bend forward too much, didn't plant my feet. It's almost like I'm scared to have proper form under the heavy weight. Not consciously, of course, I'm not scared of anything. Subconsciously, I must have a fear of having the correct form for some reason, because I know it now. And my body's just not doing it at this heavier weight. But, you know what they say, practice makes perfect. Well, not practice makes perfect. Repetition makes perfect. Repeating something, time and time again. It's something I learned through boxing. If you repeat something so much, eventually it just becomes second nature and you do it correctly. So what I'm going to do is just keep going 140. I'm not going to lower the weight. 140 kg, and I'll just keep working on my form. Let's get it. something's going on, boys, whereby the more I'm going on, the worse my form's getting. So, yeah, I was getting closer with the 140 kg. My form wasn't too bad at the beginning, and as I started doing more, more sets, it started going down a bit. So I have to go with 5 reps or so with 100 kg now, and I'll see. Something else I'm thinking is I'm not positioning it correctly on my back, because as I'm unracking it with a heavy weight, I almost kind of feel my back kind of do that, kind of round preemptively. When the weight's on there, my back kind of rounds preemptively. So that's telling me I actually need to begin engaging my lats. As I've got the bar on there, actually engaging my lats to hold myself upright, and then also my hips as well, because I'm not doing that at the moment. So I'll try that now with 100 kg. And then maybe actually I'll do 100 kg for 3, and then I'll start increasing the weight by 5 kilograms each time. That's what I'll do. So, on my toes, plant my feet. That felt good. That felt perfect. I don't know what it looked like, but that felt clean to me. I have a look and see. 110 kg. We'll do the correct form again. So. Felt okay again? I did felt okay again. Go 10 kg heavier. That was terrible form for my wrists. Then again, my wrists were kind of like this as I was doing the squat. So I'll try that again. Whew. Felt a bit better on my wrists then. Let's watch it back and see what the form was like. Still pretty happy with that form. I'm going to go heavier again now, up to 130 kg, and see how we get on. And what I'm hoping is that 130 kg will go well with regards to form. Then I'll try 140 kg again, and then I've kind of built myself up to a heavier weight, whilst maintaining a good form. So let's see if that happens. Alright boys, 130 kg now. Once I get this, I'm going to do 140, and then after 140 I'm done for the day, because I've been doing this for an hour and 10 minutes then. So That felt good, there was no pressure on the wrists. I didn't feel as though I arched my back coming up, but it felt as though I was strong, stiff, down and up. Let's see. Very happy with that. Just gonna get one more now. Put it back onto 140 kg. I'll try again. Now, I know I can do 130 kg with the correct form. 140 kg should not be that daunting. Let's get it. Boys, back here again with 140. Just gotta get the correct form, then I'm done. All right. Yes! Okay, that felt correct. That felt correct because it didn't feel as though I leant forward too much. It felt as though my back was upright. It felt as though I didn't hip hinge too much, but rather I didn't go too deep. I kept my hips at almost the correct angle, whereby I'm going to struggle to do this with my hands, like a diagram, but if you can imagine, my knees are here, my knees are pointing down, hip here, my hip hinge is up like this. Whereas before, I was getting the feedback that I was hip hinging too much. I was coming down like this in my back, I was coming down like this is the line of my knees, my back. I was coming down like this, I was hip hinging too much. I believe I was kind of keeping my back more upright. And I can actually feel it in the middle of my back. So I'm squeezing the bar in. I feel, well, I can now, that I hadn't before, feel almost the middle of my back squeezing together, which I've never felt before. Not as in I'm working it. It's not as though I'm training that muscle or contracting it, but I've just never actually felt any pressure in the middle of my back before when I've been doing squats. But after doing that, I have to say my legs feel pretty good. Like, it feels like I'm actually getting a bit of a pump in my quads just doing that. It's taken about an hour and 15 minutes to do, although I'm pretty happy with the time spent. I mean, it's not like I've done loads of reps, loads of volume or anything, but this was necessary. I have to do this if I want to progress in a safe, sustainable and safe manner. And that's why I asked for the feedback. So boys, really appreciate it. I'm going to end the video here. It's been quite a successful day, I think. I'm very happy with how it's gone. Just a lot of squats really, but definitely worthwhile doing. And this is something going forward when I'm doing squats that I'm going to be integrating into the warm-up sets. So I'll refer back to the comments a few times. I will consciously plant my feet. I will ensure that I do not hip hinge too much, and I will aim to keep my back as upright as possible with my chest almost shooting to the sky, because I know that helps. I remember doing this during my personal training. And these are just lessons that I forgot along the way that I appreciate feedback on, because it helps me out a whole lot. And so with that being said, I'm now going to end the video. Thank you very much for watching. Sorry, it's a bit late here now. I know it's still light outside, but it's midsummer. It's actually quite late. Thank you very much for watching, boys. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Hasta mañana, mis gringos. Adios.